Okay, this is a short video about using your trailer, and I'm driving a Kenworth here, uh, and this video is going to be about driving the big Kenworth versus the small Euro trucks. So you'll be able to kind of see what it's like to drive this big truck. I don't normally do night driving, but this is 3:48 in the morning, so it's going to be getting daylight pretty soon. Okay, now I've got my cruise set at 85 here, and I've been getting away with that pretty well, so I'm going to keep it at that for now. By the way, you can set a cruise with a standard transmission. I do it on all my trucks, and it's a little easier to maintain speed. Unless you get into the mountains where you're, going up and down the mountains and your speed's going to vary, then I just drive in manual mode. We got about 600 miles to go. And it's breaking daylight right now, so it's getting brighter out. This 13-speed transmission, so I can get my RPMs down a little lower and save some fuel. I don't like using the 18-speed, it's just too much shifting. I like the 12 or 13, it seems to work pretty well. You don't have all that shifting to do. Well, looks like it's going to start to rain, so we'll put on our windshield wipers. It always seems to rain once on these trips. By the way, I didn't mention, maybe I did, I don't know. This is that new upgrade where you get to buy your own trailer. I did that, I bought my own trailer and I customized it. It kind of fits my truck, so I've been trying this new update out. Seems to be okay. One thing you got to get used to though, you're always pulling a trailer with you. So you learn real fast how to park trailers, how to move them around. The only thing is about this truck, it's big and it's long and it takes a lot of extra space to get around in. So that's why I'm kind of showing you this video, so you can kind of see what it's like when you're driving a big rig like this. I do like this truck though, but normally I drive the Scania T, which is a smaller truck. It's got a small hood on the front of it. But it seems to do a pretty good job. And I use this same trailer with that truck also. It's got a little different paint job on it though. Now I'm going to show you something that I like to do. Might help you out too, because sometimes I'm concentrating on driving and not watching my GPS, and occasionally I miss turns. So what I do is I open the map view, and and then I put a little marker before each turn so that I know I'm coming up on a turn and I should be watching for my turn off. So what you do is you just follow your route, and every time you come to a turn, you just left click and it puts a marker down there. Okay, we got all our markers down, so now I can watch my GPS, and when I see those little blue flags, I know I got a turn coming up. And it's not easy, or I mean it's not hard to miss those turns. Not to mention if there's traffic, you got to move over to the far lane. Sometimes it's kind of hard if you forget about it and then you come up on that turn and you're in the way far lane. It's pretty tough to get over without crashing into vehicles. So that's why I put the markers there. Also, I don't like to drive in the right lane because those turnoffs are usually in the right lane, and sometimes you'll be driving along and realize you're in the far right lane. You got a turnoff coming up and you got traffic next to you, and you can't move over. So I just normally end up stopping, because if you go and you get off your destination, then you're gonna drive a long ways before you can pick it back up again. So I just normally stop until the traffic goes by me and get back in the other lane and continue on. It's just too hard to pull off and start heading in the wrong direction. You have to drive a long ways before you can actually turn around and come back. Not to mention wasting your time. And there's a speeding violation, which I normally get 2 or 3 of, because I'm not watching my speed. Here's a prime example of that. I'm in the right lane. I don't want to get off there. I got traffic behind me, but luckily I was able to move over before hitting it. So sometimes I drive in the left lane when there's only 2 lanes. That way I don't really have to worry too much. And it's starting to get daylight out now, so I can probably turn off my lights. So now something is wrong because I'm seeing a red line on the other side of the highway, which means I might have taken a wrong turn. And it looks like I'm going to have to turn around and go back, which is just what I was saying not to do. So I screwed up somewhere along the line, took a turn that I didn't want to do. So now this is what happens. Matter of fact, when I get up this hill, I'm going to stop and look at the map and see what happened. And if I can get back on track without backtracking all the way. So I'm going to open up my map view here. Oh boy. So I got way off track here somehow. I don't know how that happened, but now I'm going to have to backtrack. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull a U-turn right here. This isn't a good thing to do, but this kind of shows you. And I just hit another vehicle. I'm not having any luck here at all. I probably should have went around the block. That was kind of dumb. I just caused myself some damage. That's what happens when you try to take a shortcut. Okay, so now we got to backtrack, get back on our correct track. That's what I was talking about. It's very easy to screw up and miss a turn or take the wrong turn. You got to really concentrate sometimes on that map. That was kind of a dumb idea. Should have went around the block there in town. Okay, hopefully this will get me back on the right road. That's a prime example of what not to do. And you can see what it's like making turns in a small area with this big truck, where it probably wouldn't have been a problem with the other smaller truck. Okay, so we're back on track. We got 364 miles to go yet. Got to watch my speed here. I'm going downhill. I really like driving this Kenworth, but it's not always a good idea in this particular game. Unless you like a good challenge. But it is Euro truck, so I suppose you should be driving the Euro trucks. And I do drive them. There I just had a little crash and went around that corner too fast. Didn't make the corner. Speeding. I'm just having all kinds of bad luck here. I haven't played this game that much as far as understanding the trailers and if it makes a difference owning your own trailer. You can take different goods. You don't have to always drive around to pick up your next trailer. You can drop off goods and take another shipment right from the same place you dropped off your last shipment, so that's kind of neat. But you're always pulling your trailer, so you got to be aware of that. And this is a prime example of what I was talking about, up and down hills and trying to keep your speed consistent. I'm just off of cruise. It's just too hard to try to maintain speed. Okay, there's my blue marker. So I know I've got to get off here. I'm going to get in the other lane. You don't want to carry too much speed into these curves because you can end up right into the guardrail. looks like we're down to 180 miles. "79 miles left, getting closer." Turn off here, so I'm going to get in the other lane just in case there's only one lane left. Looks like they got a turn lane there, so that's not too bad. Okay, I've got another marker coming up, so now there, I just looked in my mirror, I didn't see anything, and all of a sudden a car hits me. I don't get it. Don't even know whether I've never even seen that car. Ah, didn't need to stop there. Uh-oh. Oh, we got a light here. We discovered a Volvo dealership there. And our drop-off point is just up the road here. I haven't been here before, so I don't know what this is going to be like. As you can see, I try to make a widest turn as possible to get in here. And then you pull up and decide on what you want to do for parking. And you can see the straight in front of us, the parking space, so I got to get turned around here. Now bear with me here because I'm not great at parking. I'm not too bad looking from the outside, but using the mirrors is pretty tough. So I'm going to try to get squared around here. Okay, let's try it from inside the truck here. I'm going to straighten out a little bit here and then pull back in. And that should do it. You got to hit your engine, turn off your engine, and hit enter, and that delivers your load. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed watching. And if you wanted to, you could click this current company job offer and take a job right from there. They would load your truck and then you would go on to your next delivery. Or you can just continue on and pick a load from somewhere else. Thanks for watching.